everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns, we've got a matchup today that features two teams who come in with opposite records of the year. It's the Ravens going up against the Browns. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him in the space and throw it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
A fresh set of downs in there, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 7 on the year. You into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Holding, defense.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. And now the offense operates in the red zone. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Boy, he was terrific last week, wasn't he? Put together a fantastic game, and now he gets to swagger out onto the field full of confidence and ready to go this week.
Set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Smith. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devin Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done.
Interception. This offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. A first down carry now for Crowell. Whoosh. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. Excellent punt. This offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete.
Holding. Defense.
And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go up top again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He can run for it, and he will. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And if you like defensive football.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, they have the yards anyway, so... His blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's
drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd down following the run.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Coleman has it here right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Here's a give to Crowell, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run the option left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run the option left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
Lucky 56.
Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Again, it's Crowell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's caught by Coleman. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on because right now he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell taking it in. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute...
this offense will head back out there. Already an excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Back down, Philly, here we go.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up the 1st down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, will even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game.
Now it's Jackson, and he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They keep it with Crowell on 1st. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And another good game here as the numbers show. We had a rare meeting with the entire offensive line this week. They were pretty ecstatic. Well, they should be ecstatic again.
And we had that meeting with them because of how they played last week. I thought it was your idea. It was brilliant to say, let's bring the big guys
You're so
in.
kind.
Well, it was true. Let's talk to the guys. How did they pull that off? Because they were so productive. No real problems in getting to the offensive backfield. They were getting downfield, getting the 2nd, 3rd level, creating extra blocks. We're seeing that again this week. They are really locked in. So credit to them. But also a big credit to the offensive line coach because he's got to feel great about what he's prepared.
Absolutely. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. This is Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
On play action, they'll throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
He may try and run for this. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Coleman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long